he is struggling. The majority of Sigma males lead ordered lives. If he doesn't, a Sigma male is unlikely to find women attractive. He is more inclined to see them as a pointless diversion that can wait till he is done creating the software or app. He tends to be a loner, therefore anything enjoyable usually has to wait till he feels secure in his job or place in life before he faces his obstacles. On the correct path, he is. The Sigma guy is a motivated and tenacious person. When he sinks his teeth into something, he doesn't quit until the job is done. While on medication, his already minimal social life completely disappears. Women also suffer because he periodically sees them as a social activity. A Sigma man who is continually working on new projects or the next stage of ongoing ones may never learn to pay attention to women. Therefore, a Sigma guy might be a project man if he entirely ignores a woman. He has simply been a free spirit and himself. A Sigma male is fiercely independent, and loves his freedom above anything else. He jealously maintains his freedom and views it as his most prized possession. He won't be interested in women if he views them as rivals for his attention and opponents of his freedom. The Sigma macho dude gets a large red flag when a man and woman are called an item. Activities like eating together, watching a movie, going out, spending a lot of time together, etc. are referred to as items. Giving up time for himself to do things can sap his energy with women and turn them away from him. He isn't in the mood for it. The Sigma guy may not care about women because he doesn't feel like hauling them around, which is a very real possibility. Do people believe that they should carry women or that they need to be met? You may query. Both yes and no is the answer. No, the typical male views women as objects to be investigated. A typical man is not the Sigma male. He is an independent, instinct-driven man. Only when he felt ready and wanted would he pursue women. He no longer feels like it, therefore he's fine with ignoring them right now. He doesn't feel like it right now. It's a very real chance that the Sigma guy doesn't care about women because he doesn't feel like dragging them around. Do people think that women should be carried or that they should have their needs met? You can ask. The answer is both yes and no. No, the average male sees women as things to be examined. The Sigma male is not a typical man. He is an instinctive, autonomous individual. He would only seek ladies when he was ready, and desired to do so. He no longer feels like it, so he's happy to ignore them at this time. He has not located her. It's a very real possibility, yes. A Sigma guy would need to be subjected to an extremely powerful force to relinquish even a small portion of his most prized property, independence, and freedom. He is not looking for a one-night stand or fling, this is not who he is. He wants a serious, sincere relationship with someone who has left such an imprint on him. Not just any girl will do. He has no immediate plans to start a romantic relationship with a girl. He possesses the capacity for long-term waiting, and the will to do so. He doesn't feel pressured to marry or live with a lady solely to conform to social expectations. Only after he meets his soulmate would he get connected with a woman. He feels as though his feelings are not shared. Even though Sigma guys are more sensitive than alpha males, they nevertheless tend to hide their affection for women for as long as they can. They don't rush in and express their feelings to a female right away. They typically want to hold off until they are certain that the girl shares their sentiments. He will disregard a woman if he believes she has friend-zoned him or is uninterested in him. He is merely humiliated, not because he is upset but because she does not share his sentiments. He respects his liberties. The Sigma guys follow their drummer. They truly appreciate their independence, and sometimes, they don't want to give it up. You will never have the same level of independence as you do when you are single, regardless of how much freedom your partnership affords you. Sigma men frequently need to find the ideal woman before they will give up their freedom. Even when they are in a relationship, they still need a certain amount of freedom because they dislike being micromanaged. There are times when a Sigma will simply decide that his freedom is too essential, and he will put off dating or looking for a relationship for a while to simply enjoy his independence. The theatrical females have had their fill. Male Sigmas are laid back. They are laid back people who dislike turmoil in their lives. Sigma guys are the antithesis of alpha males in this regard, who don't mind drama. They would rather focus on doing the things they love and live peaceful lives. A Sigma male will avoid dramatic girls if he has been dating several of them. The same is true for any dramatic girlfriends they may acquire. Dramatic princesses are those who require a lot of upkeep and gossip about the bosses. The independence that Sigma men enjoy is frequently taken away by these kinds of women, and Sigma men don't want to listen to a lady talk about drama. Instead of discussing something one of their friends did, they would much rather be talking about something that is happening in the world. In many cases, if a woman becomes theatrical, Sigma males will just start ignoring her. They need time to consider their options. Sigma guys require a lot of time to think through their desires. They are not eager to find a woman with whom to settle down since they are not ready to do so. Before they settle down, Sigmas are more inclined to desire to experience life and travel. Additionally, they want to date a few different women so they can decide what they want in a relationship. Women going through this era of life will frequently be ignored by them. The Sigmas feel that it would be unjust to keep these ladies waiting while they are unsure of their want to date them. Even though it could seem harsh to women at this time. They are picky when it comes to the kinds of women they prefer. High-maintenance women are not what Sigma men seek. They typically avoid romantically intense or princess-like ladies. They also dislike excessively assured ladies. They favor a lady who is on par with them. Although they are self-assured, they can also be alone and appreciate the time spent together. Sigmas desire ambitious women who they may marry, and have children. They seek a partner who will accept them as they are and refrain from making changes. Women must be independent since they value their freedom. When looking for a woman, Sigma men frequently have a lengthier list of desires, but this usually results in their finding the lady they will stay with for the rest of their lives. They desire solitude. Unlike beta guys, Sigma males are not loners. They do enjoy other people's company. But if they've been wounded a lot or have had trouble finding the perfect woman, they can conclude they just want to be by themselves. If they have a tight-knit group of friends with whom they must spend time and if their family is close, Sigmas will frequently act in this way. They won't look, thus they will remain alone until they do, even though they could eventually discover the appropriate woman. However, they won't isolate themselves as beta men do. They won't stop socializing, they just won't be looking for a spouse. Since the Sigma male's social circle is already very small and exclusive, he won't hesitate to reject or let go of spiteful and unpleasant women who aren't deserving of an exclusive invitation. A woman may fall head over heels for a man when they find one who stands out from the crowd. When a woman meets a Sigma male, she is surprised and grateful for the way that he treats her as an equal, with respect, and without harassing her. Instead of the typical creep constantly trying to get a response out of her and praising her and putting her on a pedestal to get what he wants. If you're not a Sigma guy, you should seek to become one in as many areas of your life as you can, since the psychology of ignoring women only really works if you are a man of actual value. Sigma has an unfair edge because he naturally does all of these things, but even if you're not a Sigma, There are still strategies you may adopt from his toolkit to elevate your status as a guy and effectively employ the psychology of ignoring a woman.